Hey folks, this is Vince with Dan's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Maniac. It's important to stress that what you're looking at here is a preview build, so everything that you're about to see is subject to change. If you like what you see here, there is a demo that you can download and play on Steam. So, based on what I've played, this is a cross between Grand Theft Auto and Vampire Survivors. I know what you're saying. What are you talking about? Well, you remember back in the day when you used to play Grand Theft Auto for the sole purpose of just running around killing people and then like stealing cars and seeing how long you can survive, just to see how much mayhem you could create? Well, that's what this game is, except it's like in a rogue light setting, in a Grand Theft Auto slash very gruesome, very crazy setting. So you're going to choose one of 6 characters, although you only have access to one character in the beginning. The other 5 you have to unlock by completing certain achievements. Now, I will say, for you parents out there, there is an achievement like, I think it's like run over or kill like so many baby carriages and kids and stuff like that. So this is by no means appropriate for younger children. I mean, the game doesn't go out of its way to like show it. I mean, the people on the game map are very small to begin with, so it's really hard to see what I'm doing, but still, like, I should just let you know that it's there. So, if you're sensitive as a parent, which, you have a right to be, there is some gruesome stuff in this game, and you see blood trails and things exploding all over the place. And, some people will go, well, Vince, we've been doing that since, Grand Theft Auto 3. Well, even the first Grand Theft Auto, I did that. So, yeah, I mean, I understand that. But, parents are trying to parent their kids. Anyway, so you pick your character and then you get on the map. Now, you are trying to stay alive for as long as possible. And there is direction on this map. It's a randomly generated map, although there is a built-in map editor, so you can access that on the main menu if you want to get creative. I haven't had a chance to do that, but that's a cool feature. So when you're on the map, you are treated to this blue arrow, and it says level up on it. And whenever you run into that person that has that level up thing, you get to choose one of 3 upgrades. It might be a weapon. It might be something for your current car that you're driving only. It might be, some piece of equipment that like landmines, for example, or dynamite. You could choose like a secondary equipment to have. So there's that. And like in Grand Theft Auto, you can freely get out of your vehicle and then hit E on a different car and attempt to steal it. There's a little progress bar that'll fill up. And if you're successful because you've stayed alive long enough to do so, then you'll get in the new car. And then on the bottom left, you'll see there's two health meters. One is for your car and one is for your person. Now, typically, especially in your first starting games, mine included, you're not going to survive very long because like in Grand Theft Auto, you're going to be earning like stars and other symbols. And this represents the threat against you. The longer you stay alive, the more the game throws at you. It's crazy. In fact, as soon as I spawned in on my second run, the paramedics were shooting me. I didn't even do anything. I spawned in as a Santa, not messing with anybody, but the paramedics just came up to me and started beating on me. I'm like, okay, so this is how it's going to go. One complaint I do have, and this is really the only complaint I had, was it was very difficult for me to judge walls in this game, like depth. I had a hard time with the depth perception in this. There were times I thought I was driving along a road and then like, oh, I could just drive off this road onto this other road. No, there was actually a barrier there, but because of the angle, I couldn't see it. So there were a lot of times where I ran into things not due to any fault of my own, but because I didn't see it there. It was impossible for me to know that there was a wall there. So I wish there was a more clear, defined way of seeing these walls so I don't, wreck my game. If I'm really shooting for a great run, I'd hate it to be ruined by something that I couldn't see, if that makes any sense. There's also no minimap in this game, so it's difficult for me to know if I'm driving toward a dead end or, if I'm actually heading toward the heart of the city. It would have been nice to know that too, just so I can like strategically go, okay, I'm gonna go to this corner of the map for a while, and then when the police start getting on me, then I can go to this side of the map. I can't do that because I have no idea how the map is laid out. So that's another issue I have is I want to see a mini map. I want to be able to pull up a map and see where I'm at, like a GPS. It's a modern thing, GPS. But everything else about it is fun. And ideally what you're trying to do is you're trying to stay alive for as long as possible. There's a money count in the upper left-hand corner. And whenever you finally die, you will be able to upgrade a number of things. And these are permanent upgrades, like in Vampire Survivors, where you'll be able to upgrade things like, steal cars faster, make your cars more durable, or, make you can steal them faster. Maybe start with a special weapon that's unique to this character, maybe some equipment. But yeah, all of that is like permanent progression. So even if you have a really bad run, you spawn and then 2 minutes later you die, it's not like it's the end of the world because you can just jump right back into it. As far as like my first impressions are concerned, it's a decent enough game. Like I said, it's very random, it's very gruesome, it's fun. It is fun, don't get me wrong, it is pretty fun. And it's too chaotic, I think. Like for me, I would like a strategic map, and maybe like the ability to see where the enemies are. So like I can see where they're coming from and then make a tactical decision to go this way instead of that way, like to try and juke them. Like I want to feel that satisfaction of outmaneuvering all of these guys coming at me. But it's not possible because you don't know that they're there until they come on the screen, and they're typically flying at you at the speed of sound. So yeah, like I enjoy the game. And it's one of those games that I would jump into just for a little bit, just to blow off some steam. It's not one I would play for any long period of time. But that being said, it is still early access. Well, not early access, but it's like this is a preview build and the game is still like 3 weeks away from releasing. So I'm hoping that they can add a GPS or some way to like allow the user to see what's going on a broader scope. Maybe even a zoom out so I can see what's coming, and I like where I am in the map. That would be nice. But I do like all the explosions, and again, you're trying to pick up as much money as possible without letting yourself be out in the open for too long, because this game is even like 2 or 3 minutes in, it gets really chaotic. It's crazy. But yeah, if you enjoyed as a younger adult or child or whatever playing Grand Theft Auto and loved seeing that wanted level rise repeatedly until the tanks came out, and then you stole a tank and then you just drove down whatever Vice City, the streets, and just started wrecking everything, or that's, if you enjoy doing that, then you'll probably like this particular setting. I mean, it's still Vampire Survivors at its heart. You're still up against crazy odds. You're up against all of these enemies, but it's again more of like a top-down, old-style Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 kind of thing, in the theme of that. So if you enjoy both of those ideas, then by all means check this game out. Well, this is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.